Hello everyone, welcome back. This is going to be kind of a more casual video. I'm looking to more or less build, first of all, register for Grand Conquest, because I will forget, but I'm looking to more or less build a new Dark defense today. So, first of all, let's look at my defense currently. You can see a lot of failures. I did have a success, but that was because of the person's mistake and not mine, not my team itself. But let's look over the team and kind of see the weaknesses here. So, as you can see, it's kind of a hybrid of an infantry and a cav line here. We have kind of interesting ways to build this, along with double peony. Should be pretty strong, right? Well, now with the new Brave units, I find my team struggling quite a bit against teams like this. So, we're gonna end this replay real fast. And I'm sure on bonus seasons, once bonus season ends, it will be a lot better. But for now, I actually do want to start focusing on building a team with Hell. As you can see, it's kind of a flyer ball system here. But here is what we're going to do. So I do have a double Hell setup. We're actually going to change that back to a single Hell. So we're going to merge my Hells up. Let's do that real fast. You guys will see my barracks, by the way, a little bit, or I guess quite a bit. Because you guys are going to be able to see like me scrolling through all this stuff. So hopefully you guys find some cool stuff in here and ask questions, because if you didn't know, I'm a huge Marissa fan, so I have a lot of Marissas. I have a plus 10 regular and a plus 10 spring, as well as, I'm trying not to be too distracting, but I did end up pulling enough Lachesis to be able to plus 10 her. I just need to find out a build. Excuse me. So we just need the feathers, and then of course finding out a build. But what I'm thinking of doing here is possibly trying to figure out how to do a flyer ball. So maybe a flyer ball, or maybe I should do a hybrid team. I'm trying to figure it out. I kind of want to do a hybrid team because of the fact that flyer balls should have a lot of holes in them. So this will be our Hell. I do like the DC Vantage build for her. We're going to probably change off Speed Death Bond. Let's do that real fast. Honestly, we give her... There's no Kestrel stances, there's 30 stance. 30 stance will work. I have a plus defense Hell, unfortunately. It's kind of the best IVs I had. We'll make her definitely one of the units. Whoops, let's undo these two. Now, when you're doing anything with Hell, it means you're going to be in Light and Dark Season. Now, when you're in Light and Dark Season, you're going to find Millas. So that's why we have this dude here. He does need his dance. But we do have Eldigan. Eldigan's a really strong anti-Milla because of that defense stat. Plus with Milla, that makes 52. Quick math. And then we're going to change Caldera Dance off for Wings of Mercy. So let's do that real fast, as well as refine his weapon. But he's more or less just support. He's not really anything special. I kind of not going to really merge him. I like Eldigan as a character, and I think honestly having a anti-Milla is really, really nice. But I have other projects going on, and I'd rather use those instead. So we run into the conundrum of I don't have Wings of Mercy fodder. But I would like to... I might have to fodder somebody that I've actually built up, which will suck. I also just spilled my coffee, so this is fantastic. But, I could fodder off a Raisin. I have plenty of Raisin, and I'm not going to build him anytime soon. I kind of made him plus 0. But you also see Ward Flyers on Eldigan, and that's to kind of help Hell out. She's already super bulky as is, but, just something to help her out. Actually, we can do. I don't think we're getting any more Ephemera 8 manuals, so we're going to use the limited time manual for Kain. I got Tana first, and you could probably guess where guidance went, and that went to my Marissa, obviously, and that's because I don't know. I used her in my arena core. She does really well in there, so I like to make sure she's doing all right. Where is he? Eldigan. That's what I was doing. But I do have other project units you'll see kind of hovering around in here. So let's give you that real fast. Now, hopefully, you have SP, but not a lot. So we might have to SP train him real fast. I don't want to have to like train on camera, so we will train on camera, but let's just do one of these. Let's go edit teams, so I'm actually building a Kaze with the Broadleaf fan. I think that's a really cool build because I also really like Kaze as a character from Fates. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll put him on my training team, but we're going to leave it for now. We won't lock the team up quite yet because I'm still kind of moving stuff around, but I think we're going to probably change the terrain and probably change up the layout of the structures. It is kind of like really tight. So here's what I want to do. Let's go, well, let's go team first. Let's do one thing at a time. We have our green and we have our blue. Now, I want to kind of build a hybrid team of that with like infantry pulsers or just overall strong units. So Eliwood is always a strong pick. However, I don't have one. So what we can do is, well, I have one of a 4-star plus 10. Stats aren't horrible. In fact, we actually may use that, actually. We just need to get enough feathers for Gale Force. So what I'll do is I'll place these units as like, you know, you're going to see the team, obviously. We're also going to give him lunge. Just because he is a great lunger. Now, whenever you guys build a defense team, you want overlapping danger areas. So, what I'm going to do here is it up here? Yeah, it's up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically put Eliwood in a position where he's going to be able to be, like, you can't just bait Eliwood. You have to bait everybody else with him. We do have enough SP, so what I may end up doing is I might actually give him something special like Deathblow 4, Fury 4. Fury 4 would be really interesting. I do have the fodder for it in Female Chris. We go like this, and clear. Do I have any more Fury 4 fodder? Well, I also have Attack Speed Push 4. Excuse me, I actually ended up pulling up a couple Lysithea, and I also have this boy as a manual, so just in case I end up getting a Summer Leo. I am quite a Fates fan also, so that is nice. But you guys are going to see me jump back and forth on this page a lot. So I apologize for that. Now, let's place Eliwood on. Now, anytime I use Eliwood, I always find Yoon to be a really good partner with Eliwood. And no more reason other than the fact that she does have flyer mobility and can Wings of Mercy in. She also debuffs with her Sabotage and Chaos Manifest and Chaos Named. Are also all very good. However, I do want to use someone who's a little more of a nuke. So I might... so for this Light and Dark, we're getting Wind and Water. Now, unfortunately, Legendary Alm is Earth, so I can't use my Legendary Alm as a nuke. But I possibly want to use another Dancer. And so this is where I find myself kind of confused if I want to use my Micaiah, because I do have her with her Rower Fox, as well as Even Pulse. So I did get the manual. Obviously, I wouldn't use this build on her. I would use the OG build on her. And she's a great counter to Edelgard. But you can tell I'm kind of struggling to look for units here. We're trying to figure out to see who would be a good fit here. And also, do check the bonus allies. You'll find out real fast which units you actually want to use. I do have a Hinata, but I'm not going to use him, obviously. I do have a Gangrel, he's in the other season. Those are not units I would prefer to use in Dark Season. Let's see if we actually have anybody Dark Blessed right now. Now, actually, what I really want to do is instead of Eliwood, use Luke. We'll see how Eliwood functions, but I do have a really decent Luke. So, not really the Gale Forcer that he's known for, but he's pretty decent. Do not sleep on Luke. Sorry. So that's res and that's speed. So we're looking more or less for the stat buffs now. Now you do want to have your units with somewhat of a boosted stat total. So what you can do, and what I probably will end up doing, was I'll run Sothis. That is 2 reds, but Sothis actually does function really well on an infantry pulse team. Because of the fact that she does have lowish HP and times pulse, it does help. You could do a Vantage build on her, you could do a attack, like a bond skill on her, you could do Miracle on her, I saw, that was really bizarre. But you can see the danger area is going to be kind of something like that. So that means Eliwood can go here, and so can Hel. That's what you're trying to focus on, is trying to get to where this part's basically unbaitable. Now, someone I really want to use, who I find to be a really interesting blue unit, is Tailtew or Base Micaiah. Like, I'm looking more or less for a mage. Reinhardt's never a bad pick. He ends up, if you put him in this corner, you can go 1, 2, 3, which means his range is in the same spot, which is kind of nice. We may end up doing that. And then finally, I think we need one more unit. Now, Reinhardt is also going to get a def and res boost, and he also, my Reinhardt's the speed build. We have nobody boosting his speed, so I don't really know how well that's going to work out for us. We need somebody who can essentially just nuke turn 1. You guys know how much I love my Fallen Takumi, and that may be our pick. But let's look around and see maybe who else we can pick here. If I were to trade out for Reinhardt for anybody, it would be Percival, by the way. Percival is he's a really good unit on offense and defense alike, in my opinion. This Takumi is also not a bad pick. If you want to do some sort of a hybrid team, you have to find a way to create a nuke. So if I was to do this Takumi, I would probably use short bow, or something in that nature. I believe actually that might be a good pick. It might be a good pick indeed. So having him in that corner means he goes 1, 2, and his range is right here. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so his range is actually in the same spot. That's overlapping range. That is what you want. Now, what we want to prevent is anybody baiting or using this defense tile or this trap to their advantage. So what I'm going to do is actually going to go shift the terrain. Because usually what I find is that people use Lost Castle, they use that defense tile to their advantage. Actually Lost Castle may not be the worst pick, so we're going to actually go for that. Let's try it out, and we'll do the right corner build. So let's throw the catapult. Catapult over there is okay. And then, I'm trying to think trap-wise, so we actually want to move this structure here, probably move this here. What we're going to prevent is anybody trying to sneak into this corner and beating down Takumi. Let's have the fake trap here and the real trap here. So now the only unit that's getting hit by the real trap is going to be Hel, and that puts her in vantage range. I can also do something like that. The healing tower here should work. That looks kind of wonky. Do something like this. And that will allow my foe to think that that's going to bait less than 60 HP. So that's the issue. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to prevent anybody from baiting or trying to go in. That's another thing, is that this team would be really weak to Gale Force. So we're trying to figure this out here. You guys are kind of trying to see you guys are seeing the gears move in my head, or attempt to move. I'm not like the best at team building, but I do know that we don't want the flyer school. So now a crazy thing that I see a lot of people do is actually build up their infantry school. So let's do that. Or Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine's probably a better pick. Now, when you do the shrines, you can literally place them anywhere you want. Especially if you place them somewhere that's not as accessible. It does make it a little bit better. Panic Manor there might be alright. I do not want to put that there. Let's put that there. This just leaves this left side really exposed. So what we're going to do Eldigan can still get cut off there, but we're going to place the fake trap there, real trap here, something like that. So a weird trap line will be alright. Now we can see Eliwood's gonna move there, Hell. Reinhardt has the same space. Well, actually he can get baited right there, so that's what we're worried about. We don't want anybody to bait in that position. Let's go like that maybe? Cool, so we're going to change off some skills here. Now the goal is him to get Gale Force. Reinhardt will be okay. We're going to probably give him like another buffing skill, like a drive. Sothis is going to get probably Vantage. I like Vantage Sothis quite a bit. Or even like speed red solo, just give her like ridiculous speed. When she's on her own. We have Takumi here. But for now, let's actually just go test defenses. And we're going to use a very popular tanking strategy, at least right now, and that's Dimitri. That one goes here.
The glimmer of life.
Don't be careless.
Good morning.
Leave it to me. We will not falter.
Yes, of course.
So let's see what goes on here. So he killed off the Reinhardt. Kills off the Eldigan, or the Eliwood. Okay, so Dimitri would be able to just tank in that position. Gotcha. How long has this been recording for? Oh, only like 60 minutes or so. So, issue being, that we need another dancer. What if instead of Reinhardt we do like the broken one. Mine is right there. Azura is always a good pick. I do have an AR set just for her. You're seeing that this is kind of turning into a little bit of a fireball, which isn't completely wrong, but we're just trying to make make this work best we can. Aerobatics. B skills, that's right. Here you go. Now I did change off the Fortress Fence from her Seal because of the fact that Eldigan needs it, because Eldigan is going to basically prevent us from being milled. So you never put them in the same column. You want to put them kind of somewhere like this. So now Eliwood. Gotcha. Okay, so kind of better. Something like that wouldn't be bad. Let's see. That's really like this. Now either Fishy Bow. It just gives us desperation. I like Brave Bow in this position here, mainly because he is fast. Let's do the impact. You can tell I use my Takumi quite a bit. Let's give him Quicken Pulse. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a Wings of Mercy chain off of Eliwood. Let's give him double death blow maybe? Or even brazen attack defense wouldn't even be bad. I see that build on him every now and again, mainly because of the fact that like once you get into that first round of combat, he's essentially like you're getting brazen. So he has 44 speed from this. Or the 44 is 41 speed. That might be a good pick, and then go Seals. Let's change it to this for now, and then we will inherit Gale Force. Let's do this. Oops, I do not mean to go home. Gosh, dang it. Okay, there you go. Let's go like this. Let's go Allegro. Well, let's clear the barracks a little bit. By the way, what's your guys' luck on this new banner? I have I got the Formasoul pack plus the orbs that I already had, and I have 4 Ileanas. Sad thing is that 4 of them are plus defense, so I do have a 1 plus speed one that I'm going to build up. I think Ileana is going to be really, really good, especially with the Inheritable Fox Tome. It's, oh boy, I might give her Halloween weapon to herself, which might be a good pick. But let's, for now, get rid of some of the units I'm not going to build. Now, you guys might have some of your favorites in that little pile there, but I apologize. These are just units that I do not look forward to building. I have Altena, that's right. Pala. There you go. I almost fired off Trevant. As long as I'm keeping my Ileanas around, and that Soth and Kagero, because this Kagero is supposed to attack, so I might end up building her as a good nuke too. Let's go, whoops, Ally Growth, Unlock Potential. Now we're looking for Cordelia. Do I have one up here? Or is it going to be, well, there's one right there. Well, I might build that one. I'm going to use the manual. I don't really like doing like the whole Gale Force, like having to essentially build up a Gale Forcer like this, like having to use the feathers and all that stuff. Because for me, feathers are a commodity. I think everybody can agree like feathers are an absolute commodity, mainly because of the fact that I don't feel like you'll get enough, to be honest. I'm gonna go priority manuals. Oops. There, Cordelia. And we'll go Gale Force. What we can do is we can inherit Astra off of. Who comes with Astra? I'm trying to like remember. I know like a 4-star Cordelia would do it. Might end up doing that actually. You also see that I pulled a fair amount of geese. I actually ended up pulling 5, one being a 5-star. And you can guess where his lance went. Sure enough, I gave it to my Marissa because of the fact that I wanted to build my Marissa up. And honestly, Flowing Lance is really good. I believe it's a solo skill where you get buffs, nullify debuffs, something like that. I'll have to look again. Here we go. We also have to give him a new C skill. We can give him Defense Smoke, or Red Smoke, or Attack Smoke. I think honestly Attack Smoke is not a bad pick. Wherever the smoke skills are. But while I'm scrolling down here, I'll do a little talking with you guys. I'm not like I said before, I'm really not the best at building teams. More or less, I just really enjoy like kind of the aspect of learning on how to build teams. We will like, I don't know. I always get really flustered trying to build a team because I feel like honestly, defense for me is another hard thing to build. I never played like the tower defense games or anything like that, so it was tough for me to find out like what I wanted to do. But once I kind of envisioned like, you know, Hell being so good, DC Vantage was really fun on her. Another really fun build for her is Noontime because of the fact that she just doesn't die unless you bait her really hard. But she does a very good job of just disrupting your opponent's team, especially with her her C skill. It's an inevitable death, something like that. We're gonna leave Eliwood like this for now because I don't want to like put you guys through my SP grinding. Starting to lose my voice a little bit. Okay, cool. So as long as these overlap, cool. Now the thing we want to prevent is them going here and Azura going after them. But the thing is that if they do go there, they do have to deal with Hell, Takumi, well, Hell being dance, Eliwood, Sothis. I am going to probably give different skills to, but for now, I'm going to call it. Let's just see how this team does against, again, Dimitri with triple mythic. And I don't have a mill up because I didn't get lucky enough, so we are going to...
Maybe this
Don't be
way.
careless.
What can I do?
Let's see. So Eliwood is going to end up dying. I'm going to put an assist on Sothis to where she can't just jump
Leave
in.
it to me.
Now you can see Hell is a good Dimitri counter because if you look at the damage, it's significant. So we're gonna have to do is end up pulling back.
will
The
not
Maybe.
glimmer
falter.
of life. Of course. Yes.
So
that's correct.
now Ellie would, Dimitri just can't bait an entire team because Hell exists. Takumi will take out their Gunthra, get dance to Hell. Now Hell actually should swap there. I'm not sure why she didn't.
Don't be
So now
careless.
Dimitri's just gonna do this.
Good morning.
Leave it to me.
Yes. The
But now she's in
Glindex
Vantage and
caress.
Vengeance range. So that you can see that she does a fair bit of damage to him still. But now we get into this
We
conundrum
will
where
not falter.
Dimitri's just gonna choose this team.
Yes. That's
And then obviously the people go after pots. Eldigan should be able to just essentially stall.
Leave it to me.
And he does not. Okay. We all know that Brave Dimitri is very, very good. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with how the team functions. What we're going to do is we're going to change Sothis to have reposition. Oh, excuse me. Just so she can move her allies around. And she'll be able to also probably have a bond skill. I do want Sothis to be a good unit on this team because most times I just bait Sothis out with like Dimitri and she just goes down. We need to have her move last, him and him move first. This needs to have swap dance, Grey Waves, perfect. Other than that, guys, I think this is going to do it. I hope you guys have fun with my team. If you go on a mock battle it, please send me your results and see if there's any holes in the team. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.